I think the biggest objection I probably see more often, where people would be like, well, I don't have that network. It's like, well, what do you have? What do you have right at your fingertips that you're not using? Like with another client, we started mapping out like, what would it look like? So she was the first person I played with this idea with. We ended up mapping out an offer that could, like, she could charge $70,000 for. But it's like, but she just never made the offer and just never introduced it to her audience. It's like, we all have these things, and for each person it looks different. So it's hard to say like, oh, for this way, this is the one way it's going to be done for everyone. That's never the case. But each of us have these things right at our fingertips. And it's like, there's easy ways for us to do it. We just don't even allow ourselves to see it.
Totally. So what about, I think a lot of people would hear like, oh, you want me to create a $70,000 offer? Like, I can't do that. And then they have all their stuff comes up, right? Like, I'm not worthy of that, or don't have enough experience, or whatever it is that they're coming up with. How do you help someone break free of that?
Yeah. So, I mean, there is something where you do have to feel confident in what you're selling. Like there is something like, okay, if you don't have experience, like get experience, like build your skill set. I'd say more often than not, like if it is really a legitimate skill set issue, then like, okay, then go work on that. Like just as we all want to perfect our craft, work on your craft. But if it's really just a mindset issue, it's like, well, if you have an extraordinary skill set, then it's just working on yourself and shifting how you see you. Because many times you see